Your body offers much stronger vibrations than your mind. Your desire is like a software update. It's brilliant, it's new, it's supposed to improve your life and make you unequivocally happy. But your nervous system is a strict security firewall. There is one thing that I've been doing for a long time that actually delays manifestations. And I also know how frustrating it is to do everything, cognitively, but still not seeing any tangible results. So I too flipped my thoughts, policed my mind to submission, and pretended to be the version of me who already has what I want. While my body was actually offering the vibrations that were contradicting the thing I wanted. And the worst part is that it did it beyond my conscious awareness. So I kept improving my manifestation routine, but my mind wasn't the thing that required my attention there. So let's fix that. I'm an emotional mastery coach in manifestation, and I help many people expand their nervous system so that they can finally accept into their life what they always wanted. This way, we fix the vibrational frequency that we offer so that we can match the highest timelines. And in this video, I'm going to show you how your nervous system is actually vetoing your manifestations by offering much lower vibrations than you intend. So let's give it this physiological permission to let the good things in. If desire is this delicious awareness of new possibilities, then why does it so often feel like lack and just a reminder that it isn't here yet? And it is because we live in a dual world. You already know that in order to manifest, you have to vibrationally match with your desire. So you learn how to decode your subconscious mind to override the limiting beliefs with, new possibilities and new affirmations of the new version of yourself that you want to become. And if you were truly successful with this, let me know in the comments what you did and what actually worked for you. Because even though I studied manifestation for years, I must be honest here, working on just my mind didn't give me more than just like some unexpected money. That wasn't a big sum of money, free trips, a text message. But I wasn't able to manifest these big things, the things that define my dream reality, the things that I envisioned for myself as the end goal, the things I truly, truly desired and really cared about. And it wasn't until I understood that my mind, even though I so carefully select the thoughts, it gets so easily overpowered by what's happening in my body, by the emotions trapped in it. Because this pain body is what defines how I feel, how I react, what I feel like is possible for me, and how I see my life and myself. And I knew that those are my limiting beliefs that confine me. But I realized that the origin of these limiting beliefs do not live in my mind. It actually lives in my body. Even when you do the work on the vibrational offering to match your desire, but by the power of your mind, by flipping thoughts, by thinking about the positive things, your body very quickly overpowers this with the opposite if this is what is trapped in your body at this moment. So it could, for example, be this feeling of lack that still lives in your body, or a sense of scarcity of opportunity because maybe this is what you experienced so far, or a feeling of rejection that is still so vivid in your body's memory. I found that while I was trying to flip my thoughts so that I feel more loved and free and abundant and successful, what my body actually experienced in that moment was a survival response. And that was learned through experience. If as a child I experienced rejection and scarcity, my tiny self didn't know how to deal with that yet at that time. I didn't have the capacity as a kiddo. So what happened is that in order to survive and move on with this experience, these emotions didn't disappear into thin air. They got trapped in my body. And even though they helped me to survive back then, now they are holding me back. Living in a dual world means that when there is desire and feeling of the wish fulfilled, there is also the feeling of lack of this desire. These are two sides of the same coin. And very often, when we think that we are thinking about the desire and the wish fulfilled, we are actually thinking of lack of this thing in our life. While you affirm, script, and visualize, your mind already starts to live in the wish fulfilled, but your body stays in the feeling of lack. And it became abundantly clear to me that if I want to manifest my dream reality, I have to do something to release these emotions from my body. Because this is the main thing that impacts how I feel and think about myself and my life. Only by trying to uproot these limiting beliefs by, scripting and journaling and affirming all the time, it didn't really release me from feeling a certain way. It did not help me release these emotions still trapped in my body. Because by releasing the emotions trapped in my body, I'm also freeing myself from the past. And only by feeling these emotions and allowing them to complete the cycle that they were always meant to complete, I actually reclaimed the energy that was trapped there along with them, because emotions are energy in motion. If they don't move, the energy gets trapped. And instead of getting angry and frustrated, which also is that energy, I can use this energy to create my own dream reality once I release them from this body. So we are told in this space that if we are not manifesting, it's because our frequency is off or we are not high vibe enough. But what if I told you that low vibration doesn't actually exist? What you're actually experiencing, it's a highly intelligent survival response. Your body isn't broken, it's just really terrified of this change. It always wants to vibrate higher because this is its true natural state. But these emotional blocks actually are the thing that lower these vibrational offerings. We have to stop denying and ignoring our biology. Especially in something so magical and spiritual as manifestation, it's really easy to turn this into this spiritual bypassing. That we think that this body should serve us because we are already so advanced, and feeling these other things that are still here, no, I'm beyond that. But the body doesn't really comply with our commands if we approach it with entitlement, because it doesn't respond to fear. It responds to love. We often think that we are scared of failure, but this failure is of the mind. A stronger fear actually lives in your body, and it's your nervous system being scared of what's going to happen if you actually succeed. Your mind acts like a boss, like it's in charge, but your body is actually the client. And you know what they say? The client is always right and must be served the best to our ability if we want to be successful. Because maybe success to you currently feels like there will be more work to be done, more responsibility, possibly some criticism and negativity from your friends and family who, let's face it, just project their own limitations onto you. And then you're scared of losing your tribe and your relatability. Because the path of an entrepreneur is often very lonely. The path of a homeowner is paved with unexpected costs and cutbacks and tightening your belt, which might mean that you have to forget about your favorite latte for a while. The path of someone in a relationship is paved with rejection and vulnerability if the connection we want is meant to be genuine and long-lasting. And this means only one thing to your nervous system: leaving the comfort zone, exposing your belly, and becoming susceptible to unforeseen risks. And it will fight you to death to avoid that. And you will never be able to stop it. This is what this human body is designed for. But you can see it for what it is: a normal state of change, and proof that the change is actually occurring. Because if you want it, it's because you also have this emotional capacity to deal with it. It doesn't come in to just tease you and no, you cannot have it because you're not ready. No, you are ready. You have the capacity to deal with everything that comes along with your desire. That includes the shadows, the emotions trapped in your body that come up right now because you are now ready, because this is the time. It cannot be postponed any longer. And these shadows cannot come with you to your highest timeline. They have to go. You knew that for a while already, that your freedom is on the other side of the thing that you've been avoiding. You know that it has to be dealt with at some point. The bad news is that the thing that you've been avoiding for so long, and you know what I'm talking about, this is the time for this right now. But the good news is that you are 100% ready to do this. Trust yourself. Manifestation doesn't take time, it takes room. While your mind and body are cluttered with the how is it gonna happen, when is it gonna happen questions, there is then no room for new reality to land. Stillness is simply you making that room. It collapses the time between your desire and the delivery because you stopped resisting the present moment. And there is only present moment. All happens in the present moment. Your body holds this emotional energy that vibrates. And affirming and flipping thoughts is really powerless compared to this vibration that the body offers. And body vibrates all the time, while your mind only when you consciously remember to think positive thoughts or affirm. Manifesting is possible not because you affirm things or flip thoughts or even imagine. It is possible because of who you truly are. Awareness of being, not just this human identity, but pure potentiality. And when you allow yourself to fully feel, to allow what needs to come up to the surface, this removes the blocks. And these blocks are the only thing keeping you stuck in the old story, stuck in the old loop of known and predictable future. In my program, The Unwavering Manifestor Experience, I show you how you can realize the true self and tap into this 0 point state. A place where everything exists and you can just select what you want. A place from which feeling and allowing are no longer scary, but are really just an experience preparing you for your highest timeline. Preparing you for the dream reality you've always meant to live, because you are on this planet for joy and fulfillment and not for struggle. And you knew that for a while already. That's why you're not settling for what is. Because if you want it, if you can imagine it, then it is for you. To take your power back, I recommend you to watch this video next, where I'll show you how your curiosity for manifestation teachings and content might actually be the thing that keeps you stuck longer than you intend to.